Welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. The sun is setting over the squid. In this episode, we're going to be doing a bit of trading, but first let me just show you what I've done off camera. First thing you may notice, if you're eagle-eyed, is I have installed a texture pack. This is the faithful 32 by 32 version, so it's the look of Minecraft, but just slightly higher resolution. And, we'll decide if we like it or not. I've completed the path around here, as I said I would. You can also see I've placed some ferns inside the pool room, and there's my little benches in place. Let's get a closer look. And you'll also notice I've put some plants in pots all around the place. They look a bit rubbish down on the floor. I think I'm going to need to do something better with that. But yeah, here we go. We've got some benches, we've got some plants. Made a little bit of a wooden floor over there. And you can also see I've started putting glass in here. I mean, I've been putting off putting the internal glass walls in for as long as I can. Partly because if I decide I want to change something, then I need to break them and I don't get the glass back. And also just because, while I'm still in the process of building all this, it's nice to be able to just sort of dash through without any walls in the way. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to start installing those. What else have I done? I've put these little things here. I'm thinking I might use something like this and then glass panes above to divide up the rooms. But, that's still to be determined. Have I remembered everything? Let's check the to-do wall. Complete path around farm, done. Plants in pots everywhere, done. Ferns in pots around pool, done. Wooden benches, slabs, that's around the pool, done. Texture pack, done. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, and I've lowered the carrot farm upstairs. Do you want to go and see that? All right, I'll show you that. It's really, really exciting. Look, the carrot farm, now 1 block lower than it was before. Oh my. Carrots grow quite quickly, don't they? They're very, very eager vegetables. You're an eager vegetable. And once I've started harvesting, of course, I can't stop. It's my curse. Right, it's getting dark. Let's head in and go to bed, and then let's make our plan for the day. So the reason that I was inspired to do some trading is that I ran into an Enderman. Thanks to my awesome looting sword, I got 3 ender pearls out of him. But it did remind me of the fact that if I want to be going to the end sometime soon, then I'm going to need quite a lot of ender pearls. And it can be quite tedious grinding for all of those. So I think that the villagers are the way to go. Now, I've got lots and lots of food, not in there, and I just threw some stuff. That wasn't what I intended to do either. Lots and lots of food. My farms are now producing far more food than I can possibly eat. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to grab basically as much of this as I can carry, and let's go on over to the villagers and see what they think. Here we go, the nether portal dumps us, as usual, on top of the well. Isn't that great? I stopped off en route, converted my reeds to paper. Let's see what we've got here. We've got an armourer who wants some coal. That's not going to happen, buddy. We have a rabbit who I've just made happy. A librarian, this is what we want. We want to get loads and loads of emeralds from this guy. Let's chuck as much as we can at him. Yeah, he likes that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, I did already have a small number of emeralds in my inventory. Okay, so he's done with that trade. Yeah, I had about 5 from mining. Right, so this guy... Can I now get more? Yeah, I can get more, but we've unlocked... book and emerald gets me a thorns. Books get me emerald. Emerald get me compass. Emeralds get me bookshelf. All right, well, I'm going to get rid of as many of these papers as I can, because really I want to gather as many emeralds as I can for the purpose of purchasing ender pearls. All right, so he's stopped with that trade again, and he's not re-offering it. Okay, so let's go and find someone else to trade with. I'm hoping that somewhere around here there's one of those guys in the purple, because he's the one who's going to be able to sell me the ender pearls. He might be locked in one of these buildings. I did do a lot of locking in. It was for their own good. You're a weaponsmith. You also want coal. Okay, I can hear people trying to get out. Anyone in here? Mr. White. He's also a librarian. Let's get a whole load more emeralds from him. And any new trades from you? What are you offering? Looting 3. Okay, I've already got looting 3. I don't need that. But you will take some more paper. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't want to do the paper trade anymore. That's fine. We're up to 22 emeralds now. This is going pretty well. Let's reblock him in so that he's not in danger when night falls. Let's look inside the next cage. Here's Mr. Purple. Oh, a cartographer. Right, well, I'll take your emeralds. But that's it, is it? Oh, it was him. Right, here's the cleric. Right, so I will need to get rid of some rotten flesh on him before I can unlock the Ender Pearl trade. What we've got here, some more librarians, but really, I'm out of paper. What I really need is a farmer. What I really need is all you guys to go back inside. I didn't mean to let you out. Ah, well. Such is the danger of things. They should all rush back in when night falls. But yeah, I want to find a farmer. Are you another librarian? It's all librarians around here. I seem to have come across a really cerebral type of place. Or maybe I shut all the farmers in the same place, I don't know. Well, if this village has no farmers at all, then I'm going to need to find another village. Maybe last time I was here I failed to get all the farmers to safety and they all perished. Okay, well, everyone's safely tucked back in their boxes. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to need to find a new village, one with a farmer, in order to... How did you get out? How did you get out? Yeah, I'm going to need to find a new farm, one with a farmer in it, to be able to trade all my food back to it. I'm going to have to Zarm... Zarm? Yeah, let's keep going with that. Zarm Zombie Flesh? I don't know. I have to farm zombie flesh in order to be able to get that cleric to trigger his next level of trades, and then we'll be able to get the Ender Pearls. But none of that's going to happen today, so let's head on back to our base and let's look at some building. Okay, so the wall is looking a little bit quiet now, though I do have other ideas that I want to put on here at some point. Floors. It is time to start thinking about the floors. Definitely big time. Now, I've got lots of glowstone, and I'm planning to do something with that. So let's reconstitute this into blocks. Let's make 32 for now. That'll do. And we also want some yellow wool, which is why I was trying to gather all of those wools and dandelions off camera a little while back. So let's make up a whole bunch of yellow dye. And yeah, I keep forgetting that's not how you make wool. You have to use one dye per wool. There we go, 49 of those. Can I also use the wool that's already... Oh, I've got some more white anyway, let's go for that. So let's pop some dandelion yellow and some of that. And we've got 64. And then I want to make a fair amount of carpet. Let's make a stack for starters. And then I also need quite a lot of wood for this, which I'm going to use birch wood. Birch wood can be the main wood I'm using for the interiors. So let's make sure we've got plenty of that ready to go. So here we go. Glowstone, carpet, stuff. Right, good. So what I was thinking is, to keep this place well lit, I will have a glowstone block in the middle of each of these little 5x5 squares. Like that, because I quite like to do away with these torches if I can. So assuming I've got one of those in each square, I'll want to cover it over because the texture of glowstone isn't really ideal. And then some sort of pattern around it involving birch wood. And of course I can actually be slightly more economical with my birch wood by using slabs instead. Let's make a few of those. So what sort of pattern here might work? I don't want to have just the one piece of wool. So maybe there could be a sort of a cross of wool in each section, or a square. Maybe a sort of a square of wool. And then, let me see, a sort of a 3x2 area of slabs that obviously, as these things join together, it will look like a bit more than that. So yeah, this is the kind of pattern I'm thinking for the room here. I'm going to keep the little sort of, maybe the circle of stone around each pillar for now, though I can always change that. But yeah, I think this will look quite nice once it's repeating through the entire place. There is one room where I'm going to be slightly different. Do I not have any fully black wool? No, well, I can make some easily enough. So let's pop that with that. Yeah, make 6 of those. And again, I think to economize, I'm going to want to use carpet here. So if I've got my 9 black wool and my 9 white wool, where I'm going to use them is in the sort of the kitchen-y area, because to me it just seems right that a kitchen should have a kind of sort of checkerboard black-white floor pattern. You know, it's just anything else wouldn't make sense. So if we start with a black on there and then continue the pattern, I'm going to run out soon enough. We'll leave that because it's next to the post, and let's fill in the gaps. Want to do something under there. That doesn't look perfect, but okay, yeah, so the principle here for the kitchen, I think that's very pleasing. I might extend it a little bit further, but I've run out of black wool. But it won't be hard to get some more from all the squids that are around the place. So yeah, this is the pattern I'm going to repeat. Once I've got the floor in place throughout, I can maybe consider starting to break some of these torches and see how things look then. But yeah, you can see how it's going to take shape. Right, I'll slap a few more down of these, and then we'll see where we get to. Okay, the initial laying down of floor is done, and I can't believe I didn't do this sooner, really. It has transformed the place and made it look so much more homely. I shouldn't have put it off. It has made a lot of difference. There's still some little details required around junctions and corners and such like, but the basic plot is here. That's going to be a wall, by the way, so don't worry about that. Still need to figure out... That was my cat. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do to surround this, because this is all looking a bit bare at the moment, and I ran out of wool as well, which is why I haven't quite been able to finish here. But no, and again, I think I need to extend it out here. But the core of the floor is in place and looking quite nice, if I do say so myself. So yeah, as I was saying, I think I need to increase my available storage in here by sort of elevating some chests and having them hovering up at the sky. I'm going to keep this open though, so I can look down through there. But yeah, I think a couple of chests up there and so forth along here, and perhaps some more chests along the roof there. This I'm not quite sure about the positioning of. It sort of eats into that carpet a bit, but it's all starting to flow, isn't it? I've got some extra spaces that I'm not quite sure what to do with. Like here, this is dead space. I mean, maybe I could have another door here, but not strictly necessary. So that's something to think about. Of course, this room over here, this is going to be a nice little recreational area, so no space is dead space there. I was thinking of having a balcony sticking out here. That seems like the right place to have it. It's all going to be very nice anyway. So where is it? Where is it? Glowstone in floors. Definitely done. I mean, I do need to gather up a little bit more dandelion, but no, this is improving big time. So what next? Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It might end up being quite a short one. Spent a lot of time off camera, it felt like. But yeah, I think for the next episode, well, let's get the signs out. Let's start slapping some ideas up. So I think I need to find a new village. One with some people who'll buy my food. I need to grind for zombie flesh. Grind zombies. So that I can get that cleric to sell me some ender pearls. The floor, yeah, well, I'm going to gather more dandelions so I can finish off the floor, put that all as one job. And yeah, let's pop the balcony on here as a possible idea. And is that everything? Oh, that's an item. That's definitely an item. Maybe an off-camera thing. That's going to be stairs down to basement. Look a little sad. What can we do about that? That's going to have to do. Brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you will watch the next one and such like. Bye-bye.